Okay. All right. Good morning. Uh, so uh, Today is a special day. It is a full moon, and this full moon has a great deal of significance. It is the second of you can sit down. We're going to stay down for a while. So it is the second full moon in the month of December. So there are two moons to help us light the darkness, two beautiful, shining full moons. But this one is special because it's the highest, and it's called the cold moon, or the moon after the Yule. That's what they call it in Europe because it comes after Christmas. And the cold moon, that name comes from the fact that we have shorter days and colder nights. So it's called the cold moon. But it's also that this moon is full tonight, but it will appear full for the next 3 nights until the new year, through the new year. And that to me is very significant as it lights our path into the new year. But one more thing, it's full moon tonight here in North America and South America. In Europe and Asia and for Africa, it's a full moon tomorrow. And that's unusual. It usually happens all around the world precisely the same time. So it's as if it's shifting in time. And astrologers say that that is a significance. It's giving us this journey in time, allowing us, giving us the opportunity to move from chaos to control, to order. Now, the thing about that is that it's called a transformation. You move from one to the other, but with every transformation comes suffering. It's not a simple turning off the switch and turning on another one. It requires patience. It requires energy. It requires belief. And the word in yoga is parinama, which means transformation. And with every significant transformation does come some suffering. And if you think about that, a child is born through trauma for both the mother and the child, suffering. And what joy, right? And you think about so many things in our lives that take time, but they happen if you stay at it and you continue. So with that idea in mind, with that energy, let's come inside, close your eyes, and think about this bright new light that is guiding us into the new year, leaving the chaos behind and helping us to heal, to move forward, and asking us for patience as it makes its journey to well-being. Deepen your breath. And with every breath, think about how every breath transforms your body, brings it new life, expels toxins. Just your breath alone is transformational. Think about that as you focus on your breath. You don't even need to change your breath in any way. If you wish to deepen it, wonderful, or and slow down your exhale. That's a healing practice. But just your breath all by itself is transformational. Come to your natural breath if you are deepening your breath, and slowly open your eyes to take in the light. Bring your hands alongside your hips. Just pause for a moment. And then walk your left hand away from your left hip. Plant the palm of your hand on the mat. Bend your elbow. Bring your right arm alongside your right ear. Inhaling and exhaling. Feel the stretch from your hip to your fingertips. If you were in this room with me, I'd be telling you to send your fingers over to the quilt. And I know you know what I mean, so find something you can send your fingers to. Inhale, and on an exhale, place your right hand forward of your left knee, palm on the mat or the floor. Bring your other hand parallel in line. So you're kind of straddling your knee, only your hands are forward of your knee. You have straight arms. You're going to look forward with a flat back. Inhale. Exhale. Bend your elbows towards your waist and bow down. Inhale. Straighten your arms. Exhale. Bend and fold. Inhale. Straighten. Slide your hands back to your knees, come up to sit. Stay on a diagonal. Bring your right hand to your left knee, your left arm behind you. Look over your left shoulder. Looking at the past when you look over your shoulder. It's the symbolism of this in yoga. Take a look at it. If you've learned anything, take those lessons with you and leave everything else behind as you twist back to this present moment. Bring your right hand down alongside your right hip, walk it away. Bend your right elbow. Left arm alongside left ear, and send it over to the social hall. Send your fingers to the right. And again, feel that stretch on your side body. And breathe. Inhale, and then on an exhale, place your left hand forward of your right knee, parallel arms. Flat back, straight arms. Inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows and fold. Inhale, straight arms. Exhale, bend and fold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back up on straight arms. Slide your hands to your knee. Left hand on right knee, right arm supporting your spine behind you, your hand next to your hips. Looking over your left shoulder for another look at the past. And then leave it behind as you come to this moment in time, twisting to the front. All right, now remember that you can change the folding of your legs at any time. If it becomes uncomfortable, you could bring the soles of your feet together if that's more comfortable, or you could have your legs straight out in front of you. So if you feel your knees getting tired of sitting this way, then change it up. All right. Send your arms back behind you, interlace your fingers, yoga mudra. Send your knuckles to the mat. Send your heart to the sky. We're opening up our hearts, getting ready for transformation. Inhale and then exhale, fold forward any amount. Fold forward. And then on an inhale, unfold. So I want to point something out to you. You've probably heard me say this 100 times, but I'm going to go for 101. When you fold from your hip socket, not your belly. When you do that, when you fold from here, you're causing unnecessary strain to your lumbar spine. When you fold from your hip socket, you're folding from your natural place to fold, your joints. And you're helping your synovial, loosen up, warm up the synovial fluids in your joints when you move them. So rather than folding from here, think about folding from here. Think about bringing your whole hip, your pelvic bone down. Okay. All right. Enough for my lecture. Send your legs straight out in front of you, shake them out. And then bring the soles of your feet together and butterfly your legs, your little butterfly wings. All right. Then come to stillness, bring your hands on your shins. And we're going to begin cats and dogs. So on an inhale, you're going to bend your elbows and send your heart forward, more heart opening. On an exhale, you're going to curl your spine behind you. You can lean on your shins here a little bit. So your arms are like cables. Inhale, come forward. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come forward. Bring your hands inside your legs. And thread them underneath your shins, underneath your calves. Release your left hand. So your right hand is down on the mat underneath your leg. You're going to push your right hand into your right thigh and twist to the whatever direction that is, to the right. You're going to inhale to center and switch. You have your right hand on the floor under your shin. Left hand comes to your thigh and twist. And then come back to center extend your legs straight out in front of you. We're going to come to Dandasana. And in Dandasana, your hands are alongside your hips, fingers pointing forward, elbows reaching behind you, toes pointing to the ceiling. All of your leg muscles are engaged. You're going to push in to the mat a little bit. Let the crown of your head reach up for the heavens. Feel your belly coming towards your spine to lift your ribs a little higher. You're going to inhale, gather all that energy that's around you. Exhale, bring it down to your heart. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. You're going to bring your right leg into your chest, hug it, thank it for carrying you around all day. And then open it out to the side. The sole of your foot could be at any point alongside your left leg. I am not mirroring you anymore. I am on my right leg. Keep those toes pointing to the ceiling for your extended leg. You're going to inhale, gather. You're going to exhale, but before you do anything, just wait, pause one moment. Remember what I said about bending from your hip creases. We're going to try that. You're going to inhale again, and then on an exhale, you're going to engage your abdominal muscles to protect your lower back and hinge over your extended leg. Any amount. You're going to look up at your foot. You're going to bring your arms alongside your ears and hinge back up. You're going to bring your hands down by your side. You're going to press in. Now, the next pose that we do is optional. So you can sit here and watch us, or you can join. And your right hand is alongside your hip, and you're going to use your left hand like a propeller to come up on to your right shin, extending your legs, your arm reaching up to the sky or alongside your ear for a big side body stretch. Use your left arm to help you back down. Right. Good. Extend your right leg. Bring your left leg in. Again, you're going to hug it, thank it, and open it. Your sole of your foot goes anywhere along your leg. Square your shoulders. Make sure your right toes are pointing to the sky. You're going to inhale. Inhale again, and on an exhale, engage your abdominal muscles and hinge over your extended leg. Any amount. Look at your foot. Bring your arms alongside your ears and hinge back up. Bring your hands down by your side. So we're going to get ready to come up onto our left shin. Your left hand is your support here. So you're going to use your right arm as a lever to help you up onto your left shin. And send that arm alongside your ear for a big, long side body stretch. And then bring it down. Good. Right. Shake out your legs. So now I think is a good time to come to a child's pose. So I like to use a blanket for my knees. And remember that when your knees are far apart and you come down, it gives you a lot more room to bring your chest down. This is a more restorative child's pose. Let your arms just relax. This is meant to be a resting pose. When your knees are a little closer together, it's like a shelf for your chest. Extend your arms overhead. Palms are flat on the mat. Come onto your right fingertips and look under your right arm. Place the palm of your hand back down at the mat. Your head is facing center. Come up on your left fingertips. Look under your left arm. Bring your head to center. Flatten your hands. Right. You're going to lift your hips. Send your hips forward and lengthen your legs behind you. So your heart is coming between your arms. It's if it wants to go farther. You're using your abdominal muscles to keep you from sagging and your shoulders from shrugging. So push your hands into the mat. Inhale and then exhale. Send your hips to your heels. Inhale, come forward again, right where you just came from. Right. Turn under your toes. You're going to lift your hips on a slight diagonal, lift your knees, straighten your legs, come to downward facing dog and upside down V. Your chest is coming towards your thighs, your heels are coming towards the mat. You're pushing the mat away with your hands. And now begin to walk your dog, and you do that by bending one knee, keeping the other straight, your feet in place, and then alternate like you're walking in place. Only your feet never come off the ground. So this helps to open up the backs of your legs. And then come to your dog. Come forward a little bit with your shoulders. Bring your knees to the mat. And come to table. So in table pose, our wrists are under our shoulders. Our knees are under our hips. And I'm sure I've said this before, if you have wrist issues, if that hurts to, after a while, then step your hand up just a little bit because you're not putting a lot of weight on them, right? So don't put them too far, but just enough to soften the fold. Inhale, curl your spine towards the mat. We're going to do some more cats and dogs. Exhale, arch your spine to the ceiling. This is so wonderful for your spine. Inhale and exhale. Keeps your vertebrae flexible. Continue at your own pace. The next time you're in a cat spine, arched to the sky, send your hips to your heels for a child's pose. And then you're going to look up. You're going to bring your hands down to the mat and come to stand on your knees. I recommend a cushion under your knees. I'm using the blanket. Yeah, depends on your knees, of course. So we're going to do another heart opener now from this position. It'll give us a little bit more room from when we were sitting to do a deeper back bend. So send your arms back behind you, Yoga Mudra, knuckles pointing to the mat. On an inhale, you're going to send your knuckles down towards the mat and open up your heart as deep as you wish. Make this back bend as deep as you like. The more you send your knuckles down, the more you can open up. Inhale, come back to a straight back. Release your arms. Bring your hands to the mat. Step your hands a little bit forward and make circles with your hips. Then go the other way. And then pause. Bring your hands back towards your knees. Come back to your knees and come up to stand. Okay. Come to your mountain pose, Tadasana. Remember that your head is over your heart, hips over your ankles. Send your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Let your arms fall naturally by your side. Push your feet into the mat. Crown of your head reaches upward. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, gather all that energy from the sun. Exhale, bring it down to your heart. One more time. Inhale and exhale. So now we are going to move from the sun to into the moon for a moon salutation. So get yourself ready with wide legs, toes pointing forward, right? And your arms come to a V shape for a 5-pointed star. And now you're going to imagine the moon cuddling in next to your spine, and you're going to do that back bend, that big back bend, to feel the moon as if you are resting on the surface of the moon. You're going to come back up to a mountain spine. Bring your hands together overhead. Interlace your fingers. Keep your index fingers pointing to the sky. You're going to inhale, and then on an exhale, you can bend your knees for this. You're going to draw a half moon with your fingers. Your fingers are either touching the floor or hovering over it. On an inhale, you're going to redraw that half moon. You're going to step your feet together. Inhale, and then on an exhale, crescent moon to the right. Inhale to center. Crescent moon, opposite side. Inhale to center. Now you're going to step your feet wide apart. Bring your arms into a cactus shape. Swivel your feet to a 45-degree angle and bend your knees any amount. It could be a little bit, it could be a lot, it could be anywhere in between, right? So whatever works for your body, a little bit or a lot, all right? So this is goddess pose, and we always put a goddess into a moon salutation because the moon is all about the goddess, the divine feminine, fluidity, the tides, yeah? The sacral plexus, which is the birthplace. So our goddess likes to dance. So bring your right hand in front of your belly, your left arm overhead. Inhale, exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, switching your arms to the other side. Inhale to center. Bring your hands to your thighs. You're going to heel toe your feet together. Step your left foot forward, your right leg goes back behind you. And I'm going to do it this way so you can see me better. And you're going to interlace your fingers behind you. Going to straighten your left leg, your front forward leg, and send your knuckles down gently. You're not pushing. It's not a big back bend because all you want to do right now is look up. This is stargazer, looking up at the stars. You're going to release your arms, bend your front knee. Come forward, bringing your hands down to the mat. And you're going to come up onto the ball of your back foot. You're going to curl your head, coming into making a ball shape between and you're going to come forward a little bit more and come all the way up onto your tiptoe, or if you wish, you can lift your back leg or not to create the tail for this shooting star. Then you're going to come back up halfway. Send your arms back behind you for a quarter moon. Then you're going to bring your hands down to the mat. And you're going to step your left leg back in line with your right, wide legs. Fold over to expose the new moon. Heel toe your feet closer together, then fly out with your arms and all the way up over your head. Open up your arms, open your legs a little bit, and let's end with that beautiful full moon, the second full moon of the month. Bring your hands together, bring your feet together, bring all of that lunar energy down to your heart. Okay. So we're going to do that one more time on our other side. So let's start. 5-pointed star. Bring your hands together. Your stylus is your index fingers. Oh, wait, full moon. Oh my goodness. Most important, right? Curl your spine just a little bit to hug the moon with your back. Hug the full moon. Then come to a mountain spine again. Bring your hands together. Come to your drawing instrument for the half moon. Again, you bend your knees as much as you need to allow you to draw that half moon. Pause as your fingers point or touch the mat. Take a breath. On your next inhale, retrace the half moon. Release your arms. Widen your stance a little bit. Your feet are at a 45-degree angle. You're going to start this time by bending your knees and then bringing your hands to a cactus shape for goddess. But this time the goddess is going to do a different dance. Bring your hands to your thighs and circle your hips. Pause. Go the other way. Pause. All right. And now you're going to heel toe your feet together. Step your right leg forward. Your left leg is behind you. Interlace your fingers back behind you. I think I forgot crescent moon. We'll do that at the end. Okay. All right. Straighten your front leg and take a look at those amazing stars. Release your arms, bend your front knee, bring your hands down to the mat. Bend your knee as deeply as you need to so that you can do that, and then come up on the ball of your left foot to create a shooting star. Bow your head to create the star, and your left leg is the tail. Bring your foot back down. Fingertips to the mat. Send your arms straight back behind you. You can interlace your fingers if you like. Flat back for the quarter moon. And then bring your hands to the mat. Step your left foot to the left, your right foot to the left to expose forward fold, exposing the new moon. Heel toe your feet together. Fly out and up. Bring your hands together, bring your feet together. Let's get those index fingers pointing upward. And this time we're going to start our crescent moon to the left. Inhale, exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale to center. Bring your hands down by your side. Step your feet apart. Open up your arms to that V shape. And then hug the full moon, the second full moon of December 2020. Allowing this moon to help light our path into the new year. Bring your hands together. Bring your feet together. Bring your hands to your heart. Beautiful moon salutation, everyone. Release your arms. Okay. So we are going to make our way down to our mat. So come down gently. You know, I like to do it by just dropping your head, rolling your shoulders, bending your knees deeply. Bring your hands to the mat. Bring one knee and then the other. you know, I know everybody goes down differently, but if you do it gently, there's less chance that you can pull anything on your journey down, right? Just breathe. You're sitting, your legs stretched out in front of you. You're going to bring your hands alongside your hips, and you're going to walk them back. Walk them back. Come on to your forearms first. Take a breath. Send your heart to the sky. Brave heart. Come back to a natural spine, and then send your forearms forward as you bring yourself all the way down to the mat. And once you're down, you're going to bring your feet to the mat. You're going to send one leg straight up to the sky. You're going to rotate your foot. Yeah. And then point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Then bring your knee back down. You're going to do the same thing with the other foot. Lengthen your left leg to the ceiling and rotate your ankle, your foot to work your ankle. And then bring it back down to the mat. Right. So you're going to bring your palms of your hands flat on the mat. Your shoulders are down into the mat. You're going to lift your hip just a very little bit and bring it back down. Lift it again and bring it back down. 3 times, once more, and bring it down. Now, bring your shoulders into the mat and release them. Inhale your shoulders to the mat, feel your heart reaching upward. Exhale, release. Once again, both shoulders into the mat and release. Send your right leg out, send your left leg straight out on the mat. Let your legs splay open, let them open naturally. Rotate your arms so that the palms of your hands are facing upward. You give with your right, you receive with your left. And the more you give without expectation of any return, the more you receive. Focus on your heartbeat as you allow your whole back body to give in to gravity, to just let go. Om Namah Shivaya. I surrender to transformation and welcome the changes that will lead me to who I am. Take a breath and begin to reawaken your body. Roll your head from side to side. Make gentle movements with your hands and your feet. Send your arms overhead, your feet away from you for a final full body stretch. Then bring your knees into your chest and hug them and roll from side to side, massaging your back. Then come to center and roll over onto your right side, exposing the moon side of your body in honor of this glorious full moon. And when you're ready, make your way up to sit. Take your time. If you are staying for meditation, just make a comfortable seat. If not, I wish you a beautiful day. Namaste. If you're staying for meditation and you're sitting in a chair, make sure your feet are connected to the earth. Crown of your head reaching upward. Rest your hands on your lap. And close your eyes. Begin to focus on your breath. If at any time during this meditation thoughts come to mind and you're interrupted, do not worry about it. Just let them go. Acknowledge them because they came for a reason. So acknowledge them, say later, and come back to your breath. And focus now on your breath. This time, do not change it in any way. Just follow it, follow its journey. Imagine that you're out in a wooded area and you come to a tree, and hanging from this tree is a cocoon that a caterpillar weaved to create this housing, this gestation cocoon. And just notice it. Notice its green color. Notice how strong it is to be able to hang from this tree. Notice the tree. And imagine that many days have gone by, a period of time that seems like forever, especially to the emerging butterfly. And then the cocoon breaks open, but just one wing of the butterfly emerges. Just one wing. See the beautiful wing. It cannot continue just yet. It must wait. Half of it in the darkness of the cocoon. If it should emerge a moment too soon, it will die. It must wait to come fully out of the darkness of the cocoon. And only when it's absolutely ready, only when it's the perfect timing, the other wing emerges and the new body that was once a caterpillar is like a beautiful, beautiful model. And both the wings are now ready. And it tries to flap its wings, but it cannot move just yet. It needs more time. Its delicate legs clinging to the cocoon. And then all at once, it flies away to deliver its beauty to the forest, to the meadows, to butterfly gardens. It's so beautiful, but its journey was so difficult. Now feel yourself getting ready for a new year, a whole new era. And feel yourself preparing to let go of 2020, of letting go of the suffering, but knowing that you can't let go too soon. You have to take time. And say these words to yourself. I am brave. I am ready. I am fortifying my resolve. And I recognize the suffering when it comes, and I can accept it because when I suffer, I understand the sufferings of others, and I can be more compassionate to them. And we can help each other.